Hello everyone. Do you know what happens when you do a Google search or when you search anything on the internet with the help of either Google or some other web browser? Every day we type something into Google and get millions of results in less than a second. But here is a surprising part. Google is not searching the whole internet at that moment. It has already collected, organized and ranked a huge amount of information before you even type. Today, let's follow one simple search, best budget phones, and see what exactly happens behind the scenes. As soon as you put the search button, within less than a second, Google shows you results, websites, videos, product pages, reviews, maybe ads, maybe shopping suggestions, and sometimes a direct answer. It almost feels magical, isn't it? It's not magic. It is a very large, very fast information system. We will try to understand this in technical terms. Imagine internet, as you can see in this image, internet as a massive city full of buildings. Each website is like a building, every web page is like a room. Inside that building, some rooms have product reviews, some have news, some have videos, some have prices, and some have opinions. Now imagine Google as a huge digital library team. This team does three major jobs. First, it discovers the pages, and this is called as crawling. Next, it organizes those pages, and this is called indexing. And then the third part comes up, which is called as ranking. This is the most powerful step of all the three. Google officially describes search as working through crawling, indexing and serving results. Let's understand. And the last step, which is the most important, which you guys want to understand, is results. Let's understand what is crawling. Crawling means Google uses automated programs called crawlers, bots or spiders to visit publicly available web pages. Google's crawler is often called as Googlebot. These crawlers move from page to page by following links, a little like how you click one link, then another, then another. Google also discovers pages through methods like sitemaps submitted by website owners. For example, suppose there is a tech website that publishes a new article called Top 10 Budget Phones in India. If another page links to that article or the website includes it in its sitemap, Google may discover it. Then Googlebot may visit the page and read what is there. But crawling does not mean Google saves everything automatically. Some pages may be blocked, some might be unavailable, some are private, some are low quality or not useful enough to show in the results. So after crawling comes the second step is indexing. Indexing is like creating a giant catalog. Imagine a library with billions of books. If you had to search every book manually every time someone asked a question, it would take forever for you to reply. So libraries use indexes and catalogs. They record what each book is about, which words appear inside it, who wrote it, when it was published, and where to find it. Google does something similar to that, but in a very massive scale. When Google indexes a page, it analyzes the text, images, video, titles, links, and other signals to understand what the page is about. Google's public explanations says its search index contains hundreds of billions of web pages and is well over 100 million gigabytes of size. So when you type best budget phone, Google has to understand what you mean. You probably do not want the history of mobile phones. You probably might not want a phone that costs 1,50,000 rupees. You probably want recent, useful, trusted, affordable phone recommendations. Maybe you want phones under 10,000, under 15,000, under 20,000. Maybe your location matters because your phone availability and pricing can be different based on your Geographical location. This is where the relevance comes in. Relevance means how closely a page matches your search intent. A page titled Best Budget Phones in 2026 is probably more relevant than a page titled History of Smartphones. But relevance is not just about keywords. A useful result may include related words like affordable smartphones, battery life, camera quality, processor, RAM, display, price, and review. Google says ranking systems look at many factors, including the words in your query, relevance, and usability of pages, expertise of your sources, and your location and settings. So, Google asks many questions very quickly. Does this page actually talk about budget phones? Is the information recent? Is the website trustworthy? Does the page load properly on your mobile? Do other reliable websites refer to this page? Is the page useful for the user's location? Is the content written to help people, or is it just stuffed with keywords? This is important because ranking is not just about repeating the keyword many times. If one page says best budget phones 200 times but gives no useful information, it does not automatically mean that is the best result. Google's own explanation says ranking systems look beyond simple keyword repetitions and access other relevant content and signals. Now let's talk about the search results. Google's results page is not just a list of blue links anymore. Depending on the search, you may see regular website results, videos, shopping results, news, images, maps, review snippets, product comparisons, and advertisements. For best budget phones, you may see tech review website, YouTube videos, shopping pages, phone comparison sites, and sponsored results from sellers or brands. Now, this brings us to advertisements. Ads are paid placements. They are separate from normal search results. You might have searched something that you want to find out, but I'm talking about today. When you search on Google, you might find something, a term called as sponsored, if I'm not wrong, on the top list based on your location, your search result category, and your previous search outputs. Google says ads may appear with research results when relevant and they are clearly labeled. Google also says advertisers do not get a special boost in organic search ranking just because they paid for ads. So, if you see a result marked sponsored, it's an ad. If you see a normal result below that, it's part of the organic search result. Ads and organic search results are not the same thing. Actual search results might have gone, Google has done a lot of work on them to show you, but ads are just placeholders in which you are seeing their advertisements because they have paid for that. So we can follow this journey such as step 1, open Google and type best budget phone. Step 2 is your phone sends query to the Google servers. As you can see in this image, your phone is sending query to a massive digital library. The library which was made by crawling, indexing, ranking, and then results. Then step 3 is Google tries to understand your query, what it is, why is it relevant. It tries to find out the important words such as best, budget, and phones. It also understands the meaning behind them, and you want affordable recommendations. Step 4 is indexing. For indexing, it discovers, extracts, organize, store, and then retrieve the information that you want. Step 5 may find possible pages related to your query. The word that I'm using is possible because what you wanted and what it had given could be different, because there could be different types. Like for example, your budget and the budget that Google knows on an average could be different. If your normal budget is around 2 lakh rupees, but if Google finds that a budget phone should be around 40,000, then there could be changes in the output, but that doesn't mean Google has done a bad job. Step 6, Google ranks them using many signals including relevance. As you can see in this image, first is open now. I have searched for best coffee shops near me. It says open now based on the location, 0.3 miles, 2.7 miles. Rating, the first is 4.8 star rating, then is 4.6 star rating. Based on this, for this particular search result, Google has ranked me my web pages that I could find whether they are correct or not. Step 7, Google may also check whether ads are relevant to your search. Step 8 is Google builds the result page and sends it back to your phone. Step 9 is you see the results, scan the titles, read the snippets and click what looks beautiful. All of this happens extremely fast. Now let's understand what are keywords. Keywords is a phrase, again explain to you. Keyword is a word or a phrase people search for. In our example, best budget phone is a keyword phrase. Website creators often write content around keywords because they want Google to understand what their page is about. Modern search is not only keyword matching, Google also tries to understand intent. Intent means the reason behind the search. For example, if someone searches Apple, do they mean the fruit or the company? If someone searches for Jaguar, do they mean the animal or the car? If someone searches for best budget phone, Google understands that the user likely wants buying advice, reviews, comparisons and current recommendation. So, as a good search result, it is not just a page that contains same word. It's a page that helps answer the actual need behind the words. Now, let's return to our huge digital library analog. Imagine you walk into a world's biggest library and ask what is the best budget phone. The librarian does not run to every shelf in the world at that moment. Instead, the library already has a huge catalog. It knows which books are about phones, which ones are recent, which ones are trusted, which ones are beginner friendly, and which ones are the product advertisements. Then the librarian quickly gives you the best matching options. This is what Google is also doing, but with web pages instead of books. This was enough for explaining how Google works and the web search is working overall. So thank you for listening. Please press the bell icon so you can